with champagnes and sparkling wines, the other big winner at Christmas time amongst beverages are the fortified and sweet wines. Those wines, the sweet Sauternes, the ports, the Madeiras, that for a lot of people is a kind of once a year drink, or certainly not a regular drink. And I've lined up 3 really nice examples here, covering a variety of price points of wines which would be ideal for different styles, different occasions, different foods over the Christmas period. Kicking off with a Sauterne. Now, this is a Sauterne from Corny & Barrow. It's their 2012 Sauterne, priced at £13.95 for this half bottle, and it's made by one of the top estates of Sauternes, Chateau Giraud, a really good estate, grown on their vineyards, made by them, but bottled for Corny & Barrow. A blend of Semillon and Sauvignon Blanc, affected by the noble rot, by botrytis. This fungus which attacks vineyards concentrates the sugar and the juice and the flavour in the grapes and makes these lusciously sweet dessert wines. The secret, as always, the nose is lovely, all kind of glycerin, honey, a little bit of floral note there, something really slightly kind of raisiny and rich, but fresh, apricotty too. The secret with all of these wines is acidity. You must have acidity to balance that sweetness, and in this wine, absolutely delicious. It's a lighter wine, so this is not the wine I would say to match with a Christmas pudding, but if you're having some Roquefort cheese or a really nice kind of buttery pâté or foie gras, or finishing with a lighter dessert, a fruitier dessert, an absolutely lovely Sauterne, and well priced at £13.95 for the half bottle. Moving on to something completely different, my second wine comes from Aldi. It is the De Bortoli pudding wine. It comes from Australia, from the Riverina area in Australia, and it's a sweet liqueur muscat. £8.99 for the half bottle size, again in Aldi stores. And these wines are just glorious. The secret to them is their long aging in barrel. This one's had around 8 years aging in barrels. It's fortified with brandy, as in port and Madeira, for example. And because that sweet grapey muscat grape is in there too, it gives it one of the most floral, one of the most flavour packed of all of these dark, sweet fortified wines. On the nose, well, it's sumptuous. It makes you smile, because if you could take a Christmas pudding, or perhaps a cross between a Christmas pudding and a sticky toffee pudding, liquidize them somehow and get them into a glass, this is what it would smell like. It's all rich dates and raisins and walnuts and fudge, chocolate, all of those really Christmassy, spicy, lovely flavours and aromas. In the mouth, well, it's thick as engine oil. It is unctuously sweet, super sweet, and all of those flavours, from the clove and the cinnamon through to the chocolate, are all in this glass. Absolutely majestic stuff with a mince pie or with traditional Christmas pudding, because all of those flavours are in this glass. Finishing up with a bit of nobility, this is the Quinta de Noval, unfiltered, late bottled vintage, port 2012 vintage. Now, Noval's one of the great names of the port wine industry, and their late bottled vintage, or LBV, is a little bit different from many others on the shelves. A, it comes from a single vineyard, their own Noval vineyard, and B, it is unfiltered. So this wine may throw a little deposit, you may want to decant it, but also the secret to the wine is that it will age very well for many years and improve in bottle, because it is bottled unfiltered as a kind of living drink within that bottle. So the price of this is generally around £21 to £22. I'm going to put a list of suppliers of this wine, mostly independent shops, at the end of the video. But I do note that if you're a customer of Ocado, you can buy the wine until the 1st of January 2019 for £17.95 for the full bottle. That actually makes it marginally cheaper, pound for pound, than a little muscat in Aldi. So what do you get? You get proper port. This is much more vinous, much more kind of grapey, cherry-like than the Muscat from Australia, for example. It has a kind of serious quality to it, a firmer quality. Doesn't lack in those little bits of floral aromatic, those little kirsch-like aromatics, but it's quite serious immediately. And on the palate, a different beast altogether. Beautiful sweetness. There's a dry, kind of ashy quality in here against that firm cherry fruit, but this wine has a bit more tannin, it has a bit more acidity, it has a bit more structure. It has that lovely kind of layered quality of both chocolatey richness and real freshness, and is a cracking wine. It will match with a Christmas pie and a Christmas pudding. It will match with a lump of Stilton, of course, and it's really just nice to sip after dinner, perhaps. So there we have 3 different choices ranging from $8.99 to $17.95. We have a Sauternes at £13.95 from Corney and Barrow. We have a Muscat from Aldi at $8.99, and we have this glorious late bottled vintage port, currently $17.95 in Ocado, my Christmas sweet and fortified wines of the week.